What's up guys, two movies came out on VOD on Friday and I wanted to watch both of them and make a video about them. First, it was Waiting for the Barbarians. You can check out my review for it up there in the corner of the video. I was more excited about this because of the trailer. Shia LaBeouf looked hella good and I wanted to check it out. By the by, I'm the movie guy and this is my review for The Tax Collector. David works for a kingpin named the Wizard. He and his friend Creeper are in charge of taking the taxes that all of the gangs in LA have to pay the kingpin. The big responsibility that David has is taking all of the money and delivering it to the Wizard. If he comes up short, he's gonna get exactly what he gives to the gangs that come up short, which is brutal violence. One of the gangs that was supposed to pay $200K in taxes baits them in and switches for another kingpin named Conejo, who threatens the empire that the Wizard has built. Now, David and his family are in danger. This is an action movie, and when there is action going on, it is brutal. I was impressed with that, but don't expect this movie to be action scene after action scene. It is actually pretty boring. An action movie doesn't need a big story behind it as long as it's fun. Look at John Wick, but this one takes too long to get started. 30 minutes of exposition, the intrigue finally arrives and is put on the back burner. As I've said, it's fun at times but boring most of the time. I really like the scene where they show David as being this family man. He has a big family lunch, he takes care of his kids, his wife, and he says that he's late for work and he leaves, and the song Last Night from Future plays. It was a nice change of pace and a change of scenery. It was kind of like the other side of the pillow. At home he's all sweet, but when he gets to work he's a whole nother animal. And the other songs in the soundtrack also fit the scenes well. They actually nailed it with the soundtrack. The banter between David and Creeper is actually funny and realistic. It fleshes out the characters nicely. There is a particular scene where both of them are in a car. Creeper is driving and he shows David pictures of the girls that he has slept with. He tells him some stories about them. He talks about his new keto diet, how he meditates, and every time these two are on the screen and nothing crazy is happening, they talk about themselves and they joke about one another, and it is great. The characters aren't really the best. David is a protagonist, he's a family man, but he's also dedicated to his job as a tax collector. He doesn't get his hands dirty that often. He usually leaves it to Creeper, who is a psychopath, but my god, he was the brightest part of this movie. He is very violent, no nonsense when it comes to his job. He will kill somebody and not even think about it twice. He's very good friends with David and would protect him with his life.
I got a 380 on each ankle, 38 on my right, 25 on my left, chopper in the trunk, Glock in my belt. I'm on him.
It's that part where I drop some knowledge. Shia LaBeouf reportedly tattooed his entire chest for this role. It's also his second collaboration with David Ayer after his role in Fury. And the film also takes place in the same universe as Training Day and Harsh Times, movies written by David Ayer, the director of the movie. The Blood Gang member Bone appeared in Training Day, and the Latino gang Hillside Trees appears in both Training Day and Harsh Times. Bobby Soto is the lead of the movie. He plays David. He was alright, his facial expressions were very good, but some of his deliveries felt kinda dull. Shia LaBeouf is no doubt the MVP in this movie. There has been a lot of talk about his recent resurgence, and despite this not being one of the best movies, he's still very much on point. He plays Creeper, and Shia plays the psychopath in him perfectly. Big ups for him. My least favorite scene is Conejo's ritual. Why was a ritual included in this movie? David says that he feels that Conejo is demonic. And then the scene cuts to Conejo in his underwears and he spits something, maybe tequila, at some candles. Then he calls a girl over who has her entire body painted in navy blue and has some signs all over her, and she kills a prisoner right over Conejo and he like washes in her blood. What the hell was this scene? It is weird and so out of place. The only thing that I like about this is that Conejo, by being demonic, battles David, who is a Christian representing good. Yeah, the less said about this movie the better. If it was on your radar, don't watch it. It's not that good. It does have some high spots, you know. I've seen some people saying that this movie does nothing right, but it does some things right, like the banter and the character and performance of Shia LaBeouf. But aside from that, it's really poor, not the best work of David Ayer, who I actually like. It also tries to set up a sequel in its ending, and please God, just don't do it. Now, if you want to watch an action flick with Mexican gangs, watch Sicario. The first or the second part are both really good. So, my rating for The Tax Collector is 1.5 stars.